I feel Jesus with me. I just kind of feel him in front of me. And he's kind of putting his hands out. I think he's really wanting me. He's really saying, please take my hands. Please, please come to me. Please give to me. He's saying to me to really give to him my burdens and to really trust him to please unload and to give to him. That I'm carrying things that I'm not meant to carry. I think there's a lot that I'm carrying that I'm not meant to carry. And I'm kind of seeing now a visual also at the same time with Jesus. It's almost Bambi. It's not Bambi, but it looks like Bambi and like a baby deer.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm being shown frolic and play. Be your joyful. Have fun exploring and playing and give everything else to him. I'm not sure why, but he's really insisting
Mm.
that I give things to him. So I think I need to maybe say what I'm going to give to him now
Yeah.
because he's insisting and it's hard. He's, he just took a remote control. So I need to give up control. I need to give up control. I need to surrender control to you, Jesus. I'm allowing myself to surrender control, surrender and give up and release and give to you my frustrations, and karmic anger that I've been carrying, anger that is not mine. I give up my fight to know. I give up my need to know. And I give up my need to know before I begin to flow.
Mm.
I'm stopping myself from flowing by needing the knowing. And so I give up the stones and rocks in my river of excellence, my river of power, my river of shining unapologetically, and just this river of trust and just flowing. And I give up my fears and worries. I give you my fear of what others think of me. I give I give you my heart so that you may heal my heart. And I give you my feeling that I need to fight and justify and defend myself. I give up the fight. I give this to you, Jesus. Thank you. And I'm hearing that I need to hold myself in a higher light. Hold myself there long enough to believe it by practicing what I preach and stepping into my power as a magnet of light so that my soul essence can begin to shine through. And I just see a candle being held kind of above my crown, just my light. And I'm hearing home is where the heart is. There's a lot being done that I am not seeing, I'm hearing. And that there's more going on the astral plane that I'm aware of. That much is happening in my favor, but my resistance is strong.
Your resistance.
My resistance has been strong.
Why is that? Or why was that?
I think it was the remote control.
You wanted to have control? Is that what you mean?
I think it was that was what that was symbolizing is that it's just control.
Is he still there with you?
I think he's still with me, but I'm not really seeing much right now, but I'm just enjoying the feeling. And I'm feeling like I'm seeing the little baby deer. I mean, it's kind of, let me see. It's really cute and it has little white dots, like little freckles.
Mm.
And it's just kind of wandering around, just doing its thing without any fear.
What does the deer represent? Is that you? Or is that something
I
different?
think it I think it's representing me. I think it's showing that I think it's just representing I'm seeing a lot of flashes of different little animals, and I'm kind of not seeing the deer anymore, but I have the feeling still with me. But
What does it
yeah,
feel like? You're just feeling the energy.
of when the little deer was with me.
What other animals are you seeing?
I'm seeing a little farm pig right now. Well, a big farm pig. I'm seeing that pretty clearly. And I hear intelligence.
I wonder why
I don't,
the animals. That's interesting.
I think I just kind of heard, well, I kind of heard the pig oinking. And I thought that's such an interesting way to communicate an oink. That's such an interesting sound. And it's really striking me as really interesting. Well, I don't know. What I'm hearing is animal communication. But thinking, what I was thinking this was representing was maybe like how, all animals are, an animal doesn't try to be another animal. An animal just is its own animal and they're really good at it and they don't, a pig doesn't try to talk like a deer. And I guess it's just kind of like own my unique way of communicating like a pig.
Oh,
I don't know.
you,
Owning the voice, I think. And I'm seeing a giraffe and it's telling me to stand up tall. And I'm kind of hearing to stay attuned to my vibration and not get swept away. I just not get swept away. And I'm seeing the bear, and I feel that's telling me to stay strong in
Mhm.
my energy and to have on my natural defenses. Bears are kind of hefty, and
Mm.
they got thick fur
Right.
and they're grounded.
It sounds like they all have a sort of message.
I think they're just telling me how to be me. And then the little deer with the freckles, I
Mm.
have freckles, and it's like they've all shown me just stay true to yourself. And, pigs like rolling
Yeah.
around in mud, oinking. I don't
Right.
care. This is what I
Right.
do. Don't apologize.
Is there anything else happening?
I see the face of a cat now, and maybe kind of like a tiger now.
What are you seeing or feeling?
Oh, my cat Judah from when I was a little girl. Mm, She, oh, I just really loved her.
Yeah.
She was my, she was my companion through a lot of trauma. I think she's just here with me.
Mm.
I'm just kind of like seeing like different little visions of her, and
Mhm.
I think she's just saying that she's with me and she loves me.
Mm.
I was just kind of hearing maybe from her that my feelings are justified because she was with me.
Mhm.
She experienced almost all of the my difficulties of my life, and I feel like maybe she's just here to tell me like it's real, it's justified,
Mhm.
like you're not alone. I'm just seeing actually like cat's eyes, very not so much her anymore, but just cat's eyes
Mhm.
kind of like looking at me very intensely.
So
Um,
the scenes are switching fairly quickly. Is that
they
right?
are, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. They're kind of switching quicker than I can like talk.
I wonder if we can ask your higher self to slow it down just a little
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that you can talk. I'm asking for that now if it serves you. Let's set a grounding cord. Just drop that from your root chakra
Mm,
down to the earth. Imagine it going all the way to the middle of the earth and connecting with the earth star. And that may help you ground into the scene and slow things down a little bit.
mm.
If, as I said, if it benefits you, if it's helpful. And I want to make sure that we do what your higher self wants.
I just saw as I was doing that and
Mhm.
calming myself, it's my mind can hold multiple visions of
Mm.
clarity at the same time.
Yes, yes.
So I was seeing Judah, my cat, playing, and her eyes so intensely, and just cat eyes in general. And then I just saw a visual of a PlayStation controller, and I just understood something about that's a controller, but it's to play a game. I'm not sure yet. Huh. I don't know.
Let's ask your higher self if there is something about that that you need to know. And maybe it will be later on, but
Well, I heard that the future is in my hands,
I see.
or
Hey,
my future is in my hands. I think I gave a different control to Jesus,
okay.
and this control, it's take back control of your life, of the game. What game do you want to be playing?
For you to decide. Is that right? But it's a PlayStation. Does that mean also have fun?
I think it was have fun,
Yeah.
play
While you're doing it. Does that
like
mean
a cat.
right?
And there's something with cats and eyes in their vision. I'm
Yeah.
seeing cats with goggles on or different sunglasses. I don't know.
Hmm. Do you know what the goggles or the sunglasses or the different things represent with the cats?
I'm just hearing inner knowing.
Uh-huh. You see anything else?
Mm, these animals I'm seeing, it just popped in. I think it's an orangutan wearing sunglasses, like
Uh,
doing doing like sketching on like a big artboard sketch pad thing. I don't know.
can you see what is being sketched or no?
I'm seeing like there's something red. I feel like maybe it's big red lips.
Yeah.
I feel like the orangutan is trying to do a portrait, like a self portrait, but it's like not very good at it, but it doesn't really care
Uh-huh.
because it's just having fun. Like this orangutan doesn't care at all. This
Yeah.
orangutan's just and it's just gonna stop. It's just like I get the feeling that it's just like do do do. Like this orangutan like doesn't care at all what anybody thinks. It's just like I think my lips look good and I'm
Oh,
gonna wear
that's
these and
awesome.
I'm just gonna wear these sunglasses because I can. I
Mhm.
got a big belly, but it's what I was born with, and I'm just here.
Thanks.
Just so interesting.
So no apologies for being who he I guess it's a he, I don't know who he is.
I don't
He or
know. I
she.
think it's a he, yeah. And I'm just trying to do the grounding cord now.
Does that help? Good. Does it go faster if you don't do that?
I think it helps me to ground and that
Good.
I can trust what's coming to me. And now I'll just keep telling you what I'm seeing is
Yeah.
every time
Thank you.
when I'm able to ground, it's a new visual pops in and I'm just seeing a clown and it's just doing its thing with its multicolored hair and making balloons. And I just,
Yeah,
again, I feel just be you. Just
uh,
clowns really don't care.
that's true.
If you dress up as a clown, I mean, feeling as I'm saying all this, I'm kind of feeling a knot in my throat. And I think it's coming up because it needs to be, saying what I want to say or the way I
Yeah,
speak or to feel more confident there. And that I think it needs to be cleared and
cleared.
healed if we can.
Could we have some healing for her throat, please? From her higher self and or Yeshua and or the angels? We
Yes.
please have you remove that knot so that she can speak freely and also without feeling worried.
I have a lot of energy that just came through my higher chakras.
The higher chakras.
From my heart up.
Mm.
And so I'm just trying to allow that to take place. I see a visual of cotton and working in a cotton field. I'm seeing the two things at once. I'm seeing just a
Mm.
cotton plant, and then I'm seeing a woman. She must be a slave, and she's working in the cotton field. She's she's just she's terrified for her life, and
Is this you in another life?
I kind of sense it's just an aspect,
Just an
maybe. I'm
aspect.
not,
Yeah.
but I see. So at the same time, everything comes to me quickly and it just kind of
Mm.
pauses. It's a
Okay.
still frame, and then I get the clarity of the
Uh,
entire image, and then I can talk about it. And
okay.
I'm seeing her, and she's afraid and she's terrified, and I feel she had to swallow her words a lot. And I see a visual of a bear. It's behind her, but it's not, physically there. And I feel that's representing this exterior, maybe this tough exterior or something,
Mm.
or protective energy. Or, I just saw at the same time now I'm seeing a street light and it was green. And I think this means go for healing.
So let's start. Let's start that healing then. She needs healing of her chest, her tailbone, and we like to ask for healing of her nervous system, as well as rewiring of her brain, her healing her thought patterns and any looping negative thoughts that don't serve her. And speaking to the higher self or your guides, anything else they know of that you need as well. And
And
thank you
healing.
so much to them.
I just felt my whole body surge with white light, and little white light bulbs just went off and are still going off inside of my body. And they just started to, as I'm sending out little light bulbs,
Where do they go?
they're just going out of me into the world, into the universe. Maybe it's my light. My light's going out now. And I felt a huge white unicorn right above me.
So your light is going, you mean out into the world?
I'm so full of light that I'm able to give light, and
Mm,
they're in the form of light bulbs. So
s-
I don't know what that
s-
means, but
you can ask,
it's like a bright idea. It's like when a light bulb goes off in your mind
like ideas,
or something.
something.
Maybe like a
Uh
maybe shifts in thought.
huh. And who do
Maybe
those?
it's
Sorry,
no, you go ahead.
I was going to ask where they go.
I'm seeing that people will grab them while they're walking down the street.
Oh,
They'll they're kinda going to my little neighborhood right now, and they're kinda going into people's homes, and it's helping people maybe to have an epiphany or like a little aha moment.
is that something that do you feel like that's something that you do that you didn't know about?
I think it's saying that my light energy can have that effect on people.
So you can just brighten people by just being.
And just feeling the light bulbs, it's like It's just like there's an endless amount of light bulbs within me, and they kinda just keep coming out. And some of them kinda look like little hot air balloons or something, but no,
Mm,
they look like Chinese lanterns.
yeah.
Yeah, so that one can go higher and maybe further.
And you also said that you saw a unicorn.
It's just I just felt I don't know if it was a unicorn or like a white Pegasus, a white
Mm,
horse with
okay,
wings.
with the wings.
Well, I'm feeling energy right now. It's my angels. I think
Mm,
they're just kind of touching me, and
yeah,
I feel energy on the top of my hands.
good.
Mm.
Wonderful. You're doing so well. So you can kind of feel them healing you, working on you.
I think
Yeah.
it's helping to calm me too.
Uh-huh. See.
I think it's probably helping to calm my nervous system.
Do you feel nervous right now, or is it that just the impression that you're getting of the
I
healing?
think I think it's just maybe because I'm trying to ground myself again.
Do
It's
that
just a
again.
lot of energy I'm feeling, and it's I wanna go with the energy, if that makes sense.
You want to follow it and see where it goes?
If I go with it, it
Mm.
just sends bolts of energy up and down my body. I just felt my energy is just very much so expanding out
Oh,
of me. I
all
feel
of a
like
sudden,
I could just float away.
go ahead and float in that. Do you get any words that come to mind or any
I
feelings?
saw I saw a genie lamp, and I saw that a dream is a wish your heart makes.
Oh, it's Cinderella.
And I think like maybe the magic, like the magic is within, the magic of the genie lamp is with me.
Like you can do magic.
And I'm seeing fire, and at the same time, I'm seeing maybe an incense stick that's being burned.
Mm.
I'm not sure yet of the magic necessarily. I'm just seeing like an incense stick just kind of swirling in a circle. I think it's clearing my third eye because I feel a lot of pressure. It's very close to my third eye.
I was wondering how they were doing the healing.
I think the jolts of, and I can make those jolts happen again if I want to.
Uh-huh.
I have a lot of control over my energy. I'm moving it, just telling it what to do with my thoughts right now. I can speed it up or slow it down. I'm in complete control of my energy. That's really swirls of energy within me. So I'm just swirling it around the insides of my feet right now.
Is it still a white color?
It's like white, but I'm getting a visual of, I'm able to see energy now. I'm able to see where it's red, where it's yellow, where it's orange, where it might be black. It's not completely clear, but and I'm wondering if this is something that is developing within me,
Mm,
if this was magic or something like
energy.
third eye was cleared, I can see it.
Yes. Well,
Now I feel like my whole body is just, I feel a lot of pulsing of energy, but my whole body just turned clear. And my whole body just turned clear. It's like I can see the outline, a little white outline of my body as if I were a bubble, but I'm in the shape of me and I'm floating in space. So I look through me and I can see the stars. Oh, I'm cleared. Oh, that is what that means.
I'm just sitting here thinking now I'm in my head.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It just feels so loving, like they love you.
I just heard, and this is something I heard in my other session. I heard what's working on me are little fingers of love. So it's just a whole host of loving fingers of just, I think it's anything and everything that loves me. And then I just saw my husband's face and my mom's face and just how much they really love me. And it's time to let love in. I just heard.
Mm.
Oh, and my face is on fire.
And
Oh, my whole body is on fire.
are you in pain? Or are you just
No, no, I'm
relieved?
hot, a lot of
Hot.
heat. I'm seeing a hand coming out of it's a door opened of my chest. I get the message really quick and it all happened so quick. I saw a door open, a hand came out, and from the hand came a bright white light. And I am interpreting that as when my heart is open, maybe there's healing light from my hands. And just seeing this hand kind of like it's coming out like this, and it's got a white light coming out of it, and it can
Mhm.
turn the light off or turn it on. I think it's energy control. Like and I think it's my left hand is really tingling now. I think that much will be revealed in the
Mm.
coming days.
I wonder if these things are going to be things that you'll be able to do. Healing,
That's what I
maybe.
think. And I think I'll be more tuned in. I just saw a visual of a satellite dish and I just took that as you
Mm.
know, you're tuned in and up. You're
Mm.
receiving, your
Uh,
receiver's on. And I just see binoculars now. I think my vision, I feel like I'll have cat like vision. It's what came to me earlier too. I didn't want to say it maybe too soon. And the very first thing I saw when the induction started was a white owl above me. And the white owl's eyes were lights, and light was coming from the owl's eyes, shooting down into my crown. I think I saw the genie lamp in the beginning of the induction. Also, I was seeing a lot during the induction, but I was trying to calm my mind,
uh-huh.
but a lot of it came back around, so it's like it didn't matter anyway.
How's it feeling now, your mind?
I think I'm gonna do the grounding cord now. Good and down. I'm down now. My body's just pulsing.
How does your chest feel right now?
I think my chest feels a little tight.
Higher self, could you loosen her chest?
Mm,
And you may be getting to this, but could you work on her heart to expand it, but not in a way that would bring her anxiety? Be making it easier for the energy to come in and
yeah,
anchor and calm her all the time. What's happening now? Or what do you feel?
I kind of saw a finger pointing at my third eye, but I
Mm.
didn't like the energy of that, so
Mm.
I'm trying to send it away. But at the same time, I saw a rose. I'm not so sure about that. Maybe that's the energy of anxiety,
I think they're telling you something. What are they telling you?
and I'm still feeling like the knot in my throat.
Let's see.
I don't like this finger. I don't
Angel Metatron, would you please shine some light on that finger and let us know if it should be removed or what it is?
It's the anxiety and the
Mhm.
pressure from the outside world trying to point me, tell me what to do.
Mm. Thank you so much. Metatron. So what can we do for that? You pointed also to her eyes. Does that mean she should ignore what people are telling her?
I think maybe what's happening is because I saw the finger and a rose at the same time. Well, and I almost just said heart. And it's that does mean that. That's because the rose. Oh, I think I know. It's two things coming at me at once.
Mm.
It's my heart, which was represented by a rose, and it's the direction of the outside world.
What does that mean?
The outside world finger was bossy and mean,
Mm.
and the rose was trying, but it's not going to force its way on me like that finger will. I think it's to show me how it's
Show you.
gonna, how it's been feeling, and then like the top of my head, it's like I could kind of feel like the beginning of like a headache coming on, and
Hmm.
like clouds forming. It's like a I think this is to show me cloudiness and confusion. I see it. Well, I heard timeout, and I'm seeing plugs coming together in front of a yellow light. And this is to tell me that when I feel anxiety, to take a time out and plug into the light.
So that could be something you do whenever you
Yeah.
feel that. Ho-
Mm.
How can she heal that? Is that going to take a little time or
Let me see. Well, I started to see this I don't know what this
oh,
mechanism was. It's this thing with a handle grinding it like this, and I'm
mm,
going to say grinding, and it was just chains connecting,
mm,
like how like gears and
years?
chains, and it's
Mhm.
black and it's not
It's
pretty,
see.
and it's but it's going what I'm it was kept adding, and then it went down into a pool of like black muck. And what I'm not sure of right now is the chain kept pulling from the muck, and it was just on repeat
Pulling that back
into itself,
into itself.
a
Met-
repeating thing.
Metatron, where are those gears at?
It's the monkey mind.
Can we heal that today?
Well, I am feeling discomfort like in my solar plexus. The visual I'm getting is like a spider crawling
Mm,
around.
all right. Archangel Metatron, could you please pull that spider from her solar plexus, please, and remove it and send that off to the light? Could we
Mm.
please shine light on it as well? Like intense source light. I'd like to shine that on your solar plexus and on those gears and on the blackness. We want to remove all of those things.
I'm witnessing. This is interesting. I'm seeing like a I don't know what they're called, the big machines that come in, pick stuff up,
Mhm,
and it's just being taken out,
mhm.
clawed up.
It's being removed.
That's what I see.
And please, also, if you would, please put that white pyramid that we did earlier. I guess we make that bigger and stronger around her. Could we just install that
Mm.
all the time, please? And she can still do this every day, but I would like it if you guys would install that for her. How are you feeling now?
My stomach is growling. That's interesting.
Your stomach is
It
like you're hungry
it
or different?
it was just, I think it was just energy. I almost didn't even know it. I just caught the tail end of it. It was loud. There's definitely changes happening within me, and I'm grateful. Thank you, Archangel Metatron.
Thank you so much. And please help her to also receive that reset as well, to reset her mind. I want her to feel safe during all of this, but if there's anything that you can describe, the angels, if they'd like to describe anything else that they're doing.
I saw like a ball of Christmas lights kind of in a knot, but they're coming undone. I just feel my stomach is growling, and now my feet are pulsating. I'm just seeing so many mechanisms of
Oh,
light, like the Christmas lights. I see
yeah.
like a big, huge, like spotlight flashlight inside of my stomach now. I
Oh,
saw a
wow.
fire earlier, saw a
Okay.
candle.
What does the
I
candle mean?
maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe there's just lots of ways that I can shine the
Yeah.
light. And there's just like so many forms of light. There's just like a big, big, big light
Wonders.
bulb inside of me. There's a lot of plugging in and lights, like energy. I think that things are gonna reflect off of me now.
Like bounce off.
Because I just saw something reflect off of me from
Oh,
my left side. It was a like in the dark depths of the ocean. It was like it was like a dark octopus or jellyfish or something, and
mm,
it turned away from me. I just saw a light flash in my third eye. There's just lots of light. I'm gonna feel a lot
oh
stronger and more
gosh.
confident. And all that matters is that we're of the light, and
But
when
we
we
don't have
call
to.
on help, help
Right.
comes to us.
And now we can ask some of the questions that you brought. Just to make that a smooth and easy transition for her talking, the ego stepping back. You can go ahead and speak. And as you speak, the words will start to flow like water.
Mm, I am here,
Thank you.
and she is witnessing visions of a frog, and she has recently seen this vision. And I am showing her that the frog in her throat can
Oh,
be released once she starts speaking.
thank
And she already knows that a frog also represents being in two worlds at the
you.
same time.
I didn't know that.
It can symbolize that, but more importantly for her, beginning to use her voice is what is important to clear the energy.
I see. Thank you. Will she feel that fairly soon if she does that?
She will begin to open herself to situations that will require that she begin to speak. This is only to tell her because her
Mhm.
light is shining bright. She will feel more confident now, and she just needs to speak.
Oh,
That's all.
yeah.
Just like right now, as she's speaking, this is flowing through her easier as she's begun to speak.
She wants to know what exactly happened that day
Her light was shining. Her light was shining very, very bright. Her heart was open. She was the baby deer, and she didn't know how to use the bear in that moment. And she took on the energy of someone else and someone else's beliefs and thoughts. Because energy from her releases very quickly. She does not have to hold on to things as long, but it can get stuck if she holds on to it. But
Okay.
energy can move through her very quickly, and what happened, and she's sensitive, and so she took it as the truth, as her truth, and it was not her truth.
Great. Thank
And
you.
she's had it as her truth for too long.
Will she be able to switch that in her mind?
Yes, she can. She's having a hard time with this because she really took it to heart more than she
Mm,
realizes. And my intention is to speak gently through her and to
okay.
lovingly break through these barriers with my voice, with my energy
Mm,
from her heart, through her higher heart, through her throat, and to begin to dissolve the buildup so that flow can begin again for her. She can let this go now.
good. Thank you. This ties into another question. How could she let go of needing approval and validation from others?
Not everybody has to believe in unicorns for them to be real. There's energy that was removed.
Was that in her heart or her throat or both?
It was wiggling up. She will begin to see the beauty within herself. She
Mm,
will be the orangutan wearing the glasses, painting whatever it wants to paint and
right.
not caring. Will she now will use these animals,
Mhm.
which are examples of parts of her. They will begin to be her new helpers and mirrors. And she has been looking in the wrong places, but she will see clearly now.
Thank you. She wants to know how can she know when her frustration or anger is truly justified?
When she slows down, takes a drink of water, comes back to her home, which is in her heart, and this will take practice. But also now, much has been cleared from her. So there's not as much density. It will be easier for her to decipher what is hers and what is not hers. She's seeing a turtle right now drinking water, and this is representing for her that she's protected and she just needs to go inward for a little while to get her clarity.
Oh, thank you. And does that tie into this question? What is the best way for her to connect with her inner knowing? Thank
She just needs to slow down. This is also what the turtle she's seeing right now is
you.
representing. Slow down and enjoy the simple little things in life. Choose slower. These slower moments will help her to attune more to the frequency and the energy that's happening within her.
She also wanted a daily routine. Is there a routine that would help?
She needs to protect her hands. And this
Okay.
is what was just being shown to her. Gloves are being shown to her.
Mm,
And this is symbolic. She doesn't need to wear gloves, but
mm,
there is a level of a cleansing. Her hands are powerful. Much energy can come and go through her hands, and her hands can also heal herself. And to calm her, she can be a conduit for her own energy or
Mm.
calming her anxiety with her own hands and her intention in healing by placing her hands on her heart and tuning in to the light with her grounding cord. And the pyramid that you have shown her is very, very valuable with her hands.
Is there anything else she should do during the day?
Now that she is aware of her energy and how quickly energy can move through her, and that she does not need to hold on to energy, and that it is possible for it to flow through her if she will just grant herself that time. It can happen quickly because she's a clear channel now. And so a long morning or daily routine is not necessary. Yoga is good for her. Moving energy around is good for her. So moving her physical body in the morning, this is good for her. This is good for her. She will feel it moving, and she can do a dance of gratitude. She's able to multitask, and she's able to hold multiple visions and concepts at once. So she can make her morning routine, her morning meditation, her morning prayer, a movement journey, and do multiple things at once. It's important for her to do this not long after she wakes up, though, and it doesn't need to be a process or something to dread or a big to do.
Yeah.
She can even just move a little bit in bed and affirm herself as she's moving. That's all there.
Perfect. Will she be able to discern now who to listen to and who to not pay any attention to?
She will feel much, much clearer now. She will be able to, with practice also, she will be able to tune in more frequently to her inner knowing.
She is curious about her highest timeline and what she should pursue. Like, what is her, I guess she wants to know about her path going forward.
She will be and do many things. She will work with energy with her hands. She will heal. She will birth creations. She will have a child. She really can do whatever she wants. And that is the most important thing for her to hear. All she has to do is follow what really, really, really feels like fun. She should really follow the feeling that she gets when she looks at palm trees in the sun. That's how she should.
When she's doing anything, she should have those
She
feelings.
should. That is her highest timeline. That is where she will really, really shine. There are many things that she can do, and they will take her down many beautiful paths. There's no wrong path. But if she really, really wants to shine and to step fully into her essence and her power, and she can feel it now in her stomach as this is being said, she will, she will, she will, she will. She will. It's just, there's, she just has to answer that call. And she understands this right now.
Why were you laughing?
Because I'm seeing an old school phone with a ring, like the spinny dial. And it's something about the call or using your voice. And it was just really funny. I don't know why it was funny.
That is all I have. Are they still working on her?
More energy will continue to be shifted within her, and she'll continue to relax and receive.
Okay. So have we completed everything that we need to today?
We have completed. And at the very end, she's seeing a visual of Minnie Mouse, and it's just more confirmation of the fun.
I was going to ask if you had a final message for her.
It's just to just have fun and be herself, and to lighten up. She doesn't need to take so much so seriously, and she can make heavy work feel like light work, because she will be lighter, lighting up, and a light worker. That's all.
Well, thank you so much. I'll bring her back now.
Thank you.